in.
What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We're here for Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 12, episode 3, title some Kegger child. I don't know what's going on. How you doing, Sammy? And Danny?
Hey.
What's up, man?
I was looking at my work email for a second while we was in the
Oh, come on, double happy time work. I do it sometimes too, especially if we doing that 5:30. I be still have my little press on there and typing.
Not press on, like Brian Grip, like Peter Griffin.
Very much so. That's me. But we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video. I don't know. I feel like it's been like forever since I had a lean because we didn't. What did we do last week? I don't know. Oh, we didn't do Salt Lake City yesterday. That's why. Mm-hmm. And usually that show warms me up for the week. So I was just like, "Ooh, child, I forgot today," because it's like it's another Monday. But yeah, like I said, we're here to talk about New Jersey. Like this video if you're watching right now. If you're in the chat, give us a good holla. And let's get into it. Because this episode, I'm gonna say it really wasn't given. It was cool. I watched it. I did those out a few times and I had to rewind back, but I think I got the gist of what happened, so we can talk about it. Last week we had the whole thing with Gia and Joe, which they resolved, and then they had the event at Dolores' house, and basically all the girls, Jen came with her sympathy tears, and she was crying, and basically everybody was just like, except for Teresa, was just like, "Girl, why are you crying? You have done this, you've done that." So this week, we get a lot of different things going on. Nothing really interesting until the end. But the first thing we run into is Dolores and her. We have this whole triangle between David and Frank. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so much going on. But in this situation, I'm learning. It seems like this season is all about the damn kids, because we had Gia last week who mad at Joe. And then we got Dolores' daughter who is mad at she mad at Frank, right?
Frank.
Yeah, because Frank is she said that Frank may be moving back in. And so I wanted to get y'all thoughts on how do y'all really feel about like these kids kind of taking this like very dominant stance in this season against like grown adults, in general. I know we felt about Gia, but it seems to be occurring because we got Melania this episode. Like, is her name? Is that you say her name? Mm-hmm. Melania, it just seems to be happening. This is 3 kids who was like mad in the adult. So what's y'all thoughts on that? Go ahead, Sammy.
I'm here for it. I mean, they adults now, so they can actually speak their piece. And with Dolores and Frank, it seems like he wasn't an absent father, but he wasn't the best. So now the daughter has a gripe with it. And speak your piece. I'm here for it.
Right.
Yeah. It's the same for me. I really don't have an issue with it. It ain't the first time the kids get involved with, the adult stuff. Remember Brielle versus Nene? I mean, it's not the first time.
Okay. Antonio, welcome. We was just talking about how there's a rising of the kids coming at the adults on this season. We had Gia last week. We got Melania. We got Dolores. I can't think of her name.
Is it Gabby?
I don't know. Maybe her name. Whatever you said is what her name is.
I think it is Gabby.
Okay, well, Gabby being upset, and Dolores is like, she's kind of like, she has this take. Basically, she feels like, and I think Dolores even said, like, you're an adult now. Almost like, girl, don't get too hyped because it can get worse for you. And I think that's what she was kind of saying. I'm glad that she knows, because Teresa ain't taking that stance. Her kids are basically running the conversation. They are the housewives in these last 2 episodes.
Teresa and her friends, her kids, they like best friends anyway. So.
That's true. And Dolores black, so she got a black stance. She got black stance. Hey, Nushka. Hey, TKC and A.
Hey, Nushka.
But yeah, so we talked about that. So why are we talking about the kids? So then we skipping around, but later on there was a sit down between Joe, Melissa, Gia, Melania, Teresa, and Louis. And
Louis' brother.
Say it again.
And Louis' brother.
I didn't even realize he was there. Honest, I wasn't paying him no attention.
I thought that was just a chef they hired until she said it was his brother.
I didn't exactly. I was confused. I was like, "Who is this?"
Well, I saw the resemblance of how red in the face they both were, like burnt.
Shit,
like
that was the whole damn house.
You said
not burned.
Like lobsters. They look like lobsters.
Not to look like lobsters. I'm dead.
Joe too.
TKC says Melania should have just let Gia handle it. They're dragging it now. Well, so basically, it seems like Gia went back to Melania and told her about the conversation because this obviously Melania already had some issues. She was upset with Joe about, but I guess Gia may have went to her sister and was like, yeah, he was yelling at me and disrespecting me. However she put it, it got Melania all hyped up to where she didn't want to go to the event to be there when Joe was there. So at the actual event, everything was going cool. Did y'all notice they kept saying like, "What did you want to lean into?" Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, they've been watching.
I was like, "Where my coins at?"
First Karen in Potomac, and now Jersey.
It's Karen. It's coming out. I don't know what's going on. At least give me a little kudos or something. I mean, I ain't saying I started it, but dang, I ain't never heard it until recently.
Make sure you trademark it.
That's gonna be even hard to do that just because of how common it is. But yeah. So basically at the house, did you notice that Teresa again is bringing up situations between Jen and Melissa? And why do y'all think Teresa is so kind of almost loyal to Jen? Because Melissa feels like she's blindly loyal to her. Do y'all think that's the case? And if so, why do you think so?
I think Teresa is all about getting her lick back, not necessarily being so loyal to Jen that she doesn't understand, what's going on, or she may not even in her mind feel like Marge was really wrong. But yeah. I think she does feel like Marge has wronged her in the past. So Teresa is all about getting her lick back by any means necessary, whether it's by her doing something to you or her going another route and using someone else's situation to come at you. And that's what I feel.
Okay. I agree with that too, but I also agree that Teresa gives a loyalty that she expects. Like, even if you're wrong, Teresa's going to give you loyalty, and she wants the same thing. If she's wrong, she still wants you to back her up.
So you said she's doing it so she can have Jen on her side for the future?
No, I think Teresa's practicing what she preaches. You know, she wants people to be loyal to her all the time, so she's partly. I agree with Antonio.
And Jen hasn't crossed Teresa yet.
Yeah.
I think it's just easy. Teresa just don't care for Melissa on this show, and that's just another reason.
Not on the show, like in real life.
Even more so. Yeah, that's just another reason for her to go at Melissa. So she gonna take anything
feel about she her asking Melissa, basically saying like she wishes that they hung out more.
She said with Carl, basically.
But Louis and them, everybody took Melissa's side. It was like
they did because they know Teresa be full of shit sometimes.
Melissa didn't mean that though. Melissa don't want to hang out with Teresa.
No more than does want to be friends with.
I'm gonna ask y'all.
I think she used to, but at this point, I don't think she cares no more.
I think it's very clear that Melissa would definitely want their relationship with Teresa, but Teresa's not interested. I think that's what I see.
That's what
it don't matter. It don't matter. Go ahead.
When Melissa said that, Teresa was like, "Well, why you don't call me to come over?" Like she can't call Melissa, So it's that.
I think even if she did call, she still would not hang out with her.
Man, you're probably right.
And Melissa know that. I think Melissa was taking a dig herself when she said it.
Oh yeah, she was saying earlier when she was like, "Are you saying you want to be more loyal?" Because she was coming at her loyalty.
She did. She
was throwing little digs the whole time at that table. And Teresa just was like,
Teresa was like, "No, I'm good."
Right.
Teresa got to be a Sagittarius.
What is she?
I don't know.
Anybody know her birthday? If you're in the chat, let us know what Teresa's birthday is. I could look.
I'm gonna say she's a Scorpio.
I was gonna say I think a Scorpio.
Okay. She's somewhere in there.
She one of me.
She might be.
She must be a late Scorpio or something. She ain't my kind of Scorpio.
You hold a grudge too.
Oh, I do. I'm very Phaedra. You raped me. They tried to take me in dungeon. That's me. That is me. So then the last thing of this whole conversation, I felt like they were talking about family. Joe did apologize, but before saying that, he was saying that he felt like, when it comes to family, he feels like he should be able to say whatever, and then 5 minutes later we good. And I'm like, see, that's the problem right there. That's why last week I think all of us kind of on the same page of feeling like Gia should be able to defend her father. But that's Joe's issue. He has that mentality that a lot of grown adults, probably in our own families, have. They feel like they can say whatever because they grown. Yeah. It's like it don't work that way. And so I'm glad that he reeled it back in and apologized. But to have that mentality is exactly why I was Team Gia last week, because even being, younger, I'm sure she can sense that. I'm sure there probably has been a lot more that he said to where, regardless of what he's done for her, it shows that he feels like he can say whatever because he's an adult, and that is not the reality. So, yeah.
I was very glad Melania spoke up because, I mean, Joe didn't apologize last week. This is the first time he actually apologized for it.
Yeah. I was glad he apologized too.
Yeah.
He should have. And I think
Melania it was going to get back ugly because Melania was stuttering a little bit. She was about to reel it back in. And then he kind of, you can tell.
And she was still holding on to last year when they was at the not the repass, but the memorial or whatever, and or when they was at the shore house. I'm sorry, not at the memorial. And he was slamming on the table saying that Joe killed his parents or all of that kind of stuff, and she was still kind of upset about that too, which I would be as well if somebody talked to my mama like that. So, brother,
I think Joe also. I'm sorry. I think Joe also reeled it in because he knew he was going to get Melania and Gia. Gia was going to tag team and jump in with her sister.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Melania was winding it up. She was trying to get there. She was giving Cynthia when she was trying. She was like, bye. But she's a kid, so I expect that. But she was trying to get there, but he kind of sensed it. I think he apologized at the right time because it was about to get ugly.
It's crazy that the other daughter, she's like the second oldest, but she's so like soft spoken. I don't even think she said anything. But she didn't really want to be there either. So
yeah, she didn't want to be there.
She did. So then Jackie, expresses about her eating disorder. I thought that was interesting. That she I guess shared it and is still struggling with it. But I mean, I don't know. Is this something that y'all realized before now, or just something that's how did I feel about that? First, I just say I go there.
Well, when they first came out, they was taking the orders. I immediately thought it was odd when he was like, "You're not gonna like get a salad." He's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, I'll
basically
make
like she literally avoids eating like all the time." And the thing is, what's even difficult to see is that he acknowledges it, and the kids are now acknowledging it. So it's like I really want her to try to get some help for that if she can.
Hopefully, she will.
I think it's brave.
Yeah,
I think that was pretty. And I didn't expect that. I was like, but when I kept, and then from that point on, I kept looking at her every scene and seeing how just kind of small she was. Not that I would never know, but still, I just kept looking at her like, oh, Jackie, until later.
but I guess she wants to make sure whatever carbs and calories and sugar she does consume comes from liquor because she can throw them back.
Oh, she was drinking that. She wanted.
I never thought about that. I never even considered how she drinks, but I was surprised
that's
she
scary.
was still struggling with it though.
To not eat and drink and then have that like
that is a very scary thing. Yes, because if you like, even as a vegetarian, like when I first started vegetarian, like it was so hard to try to like drink and not get like stupid drunk because ain't none of your body but veggies and
grass.
Stop it. There you go.
But she's been dealing with it for a long time, so I hope she does go ahead and get the help that she needs to.
Yeah, she
that's not an easy thing to say on camera either.
That's not. That's not. And I was this little part was a part of the trailer where she was crying or trying to cry. I mean, she didn't let no tear out. Just saying. So I thought maybe it was. I thought she was going to have issues, but I think we thought that she was having issues with her husband. But I think this is probably her storyline, individual storyline. So we'll see. And then the conversation with the husbands. I want to talk about that really quickly because that was interesting. So they all talking about husbands, boyfriends. They all talking about wives. I think that was Frank, right? That was talking about his relationship with Dolores, how she's a wonderful woman, and and Joe, and then I can't think of Marge's husband's name, but
his name is Joe too.
Joe. So they're talking about it. They're talking about the wives or whatever, and you notice that I think Joe was like he wanted to check on Bill, but this is Jen, and because they was just like based on about cheating. I thought it was very interesting. They basically were just saying like it's a men's thing to cheat. And I'm just listening like, this is interesting. Yeah. So when Joe says he wants to go and check on Bill, the other Joe is like, nah, I don't know about that because she said some nasty stuff about my wife. And I wanted to ask what was y'all thoughts on that because we've seen like on Potomac, Ashley say a lot of stuff about Candace, but Chris and he kind of still is like very nice to Ashley. But Bill took more, not Bill, Joe took more of a stance of, no, we ain't rocking like that. My wife don't like her. I can't like her either. I can't check on the husband. What were your thoughts on that?
I think he was right to not check on Bill, being that Marge is the one who actually tossed it out there. So what was he gonna do? Call and apologize on Marge's behalf?
Yeah.
Like I'm with him. Don't call Bill. Let it ride over a little bit, and then maybe y'all can speak. But I'm also not mad that he ride with Marge.
Husbands don't get involved though. That's the thing. Like usually the husband stay out of it. I feel like he defended his wife, but he kind of put himself in it in a way, which I'm not mad at, but I'm just surprised to see, not surprised, but it's interesting to see that because most husbands, they just kind of be like, that's a woman's thing. But he was like, no, I'm not checking on him. Like almost the way he was. Go ahead.
It is a woman's thing, but in this instance, though, it involved the husband. Like it involved, so it's not necessarily a women's thing this time.
And I'm not surprised because we got to remember him and Marge pushed Marty in that pool, so we know he's gonna ride for his wife. I'm not surprised.
Oh yeah, they roll tough, baby.
Yeah.
Nushka said Joe was a housewife.
But I wouldn't be
Joe. Which Joe, Melissa Joe, or
both
Joe Gorga or Joe Benigno?
Well, both.
That is very true because Joe Gorga is definitely.
But this is the breadwinner.
Yeah. That Joe and Melissa are trash anyway. Ooh, TKC. Let us know how you really feel.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I agree, TKC. I agree.
All right, so let's talk about this last scene. I mean, because like I said, they shit that's happened in the episode. So they go to a beer bar or whatever, and the first conversation was kind of cringy to me, in my opinion, because they basically was talking about Joe's penis in terms of whether Dolores knew what size it was or not. I guess Marge put it out there that she knew, and then you got Melissa saying, "You've seen it." And I was like, "This is kind of awkward." At least but Marge said it was pretty big because he was short. So, I kind of leaned in. I was like, oh, cool, Joe.
Tell us more.
We know how you feel about Joe Gorga, child.
Yep. Got receipts. So that happened. And then after that, basically, Jen is not there. And they're all trying to prep for Jen to come. And there's a little thing with Sammy's fave, Tracy, and Marge, because basically Marge is like, if she's gonna come, she shouldn't be
Marge
crying.
She can't be doing that crying.
She's out there crying, and Tracy's like, no, she's human. And Marge is like, well, at some point the crying has to stop. It ain't like I didn't shock her. I didn't say anything new. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said. So Tracy's just basically finished. So I was interested to see that. And I was like, Tracy, you really are just projecting your situation out. Like at this point, we know, ma'am. You on the show, they're saying that it's lies. That is there. I don't think there's any lies. So this is a big story. It was all over the internet. You can find the articles. There's a plethora of articles.
How many?
A plethora.
Plethora.
There's so many. So it's just like, no. But any thoughts on this between Marge and I thought Marge was gonna kind of snap at her, but she didn't. And I'm curious to see what role Tracy plays the rest of the season because she's trying to get involved. And I think they even like hinted that she was like really working hard to get a damn thing, but they didn't give her what do they hold there in Jersey?
Trash bag.
Shit, I don't know, a fucking flower. I don't think they hold anything.
Oh, is it a pizza roll? No,
stop.
Garlic bread. I don't know, child. But
well, I know the conversation to me that I found interesting was between Bill and Tiki.
Yeah.
When Bill said some of my skeletons came out the closet, and Tiki was like, "That's unfortunate."
No, he was like, "It's unfair, bitch." No, it ain't.
Yeah, don't put any in there. I know we all have them. This happened to all of us. Well, it's gonna, whatever you do is gonna come to light one day. Like,
so then just don't do it. It's a simple concept.
And I know we can. We can always say you're on reality TV. You're on reality TV. You're on reality TV. Okay. So if it happens, it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake all of these people do, honestly, is they just don't own up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to deny it and make it a big deal. I don't know if they're instructed by production to do so, to drag it out or what, but I mean, it's just some own it and it's dead. Like, can't nobody use anything against you if you own it.
Yeah. And I was thinking like a couple of seasons ago when Jennifer was really going at Marge about how Marge and her current husband cheated on their then spouses. Jennifer could have said, because I've been through being cheated on. I've been through an affair or something like that. Go ahead and get in front of it if you know, because somebody like Marge, and Marge said she had been sitting on it for a while and she knew it for a while.
I'm trying to know who's the mean girl, DeMacchio?
He said Marge is the mean girl.
Said Marge.
But I want to know how is Marge a mean girl? Jennifer is the mean girl.
Yeah, Jennifer. It's surprising to me the mind state that Jennifer is right now. Can barely fucking walk. She act like she just gonna pass out.
Pathetic. It's just like
girl, you cannot be all rah-rah how you was the last couple of seasons, and now you act like you can't even walk up the fucking steps.
I'm not even going against the cry and stuff like that. It's just that she's looking for sympathy. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like she's acting like she can't even function. And it's just like that's not.
She's acting like she's an innocent bystander. She never did anything.
Like she never did anything. If she was on there and she wasn't really fucking with them women, and she was just flying,
this wouldn't be happening
under the radar.
She spews so much hate. She's called Joe and Melissa crooks. Like she said
a whole lot of horrible shit about them people.
They're showing. They are literally showing these clips every episode. They're showing more and more and more of what she's saying and doing. So it's just like. It's hard to just watch her. Go ahead.
I feel like anybody who reasons with her has like a Trumper mindset. Like they just don't.
Chase is Team Jenny, honey.
Team Jenny. Well, I mean, it's not changing what I said. I love Chase, but I'm gonna still say what I said.
I used to eat it bad. I just want to call somebody out.
Yeah, I know you're trying to cook it up, but no, it's just like it's an alternate reality. It's an alternate universe.
TKC says Jen is innocent. Marge cheated. Jennifer did not. Okay, what's it got to do today?
Okay,
we're not talking about cheating. We're talking about wrongdoing. And
Jen talked about parents, and Marge talked about a husband.
We talking about running your mouth, and then when it's your turn, you want to cry and sit in the corner.
Yeah, you know what? Now I think Sammy did say this last week. Pink Dynamite. Margaret triggers her because she is the other woman. Now I think there is some truth to that. I think she does have an issue, and that makes a lot of sense if this did happen 10 years ago, and she came across Marge, and Marge being a mistress before or something like that, then yes, that part of triggers her. But then that means Tracy would trigger her too.
I was just going to say tonight it didn't seem like Tracy was triggering.
Because Tracy, I mean, it ain't. Tracy is denying it, but I mean, girl, I don't know. It's giving mistress tease. Like it's giving you was waiting.
You left that woman while she was pregnant.
Very much so. Very much so. Ain't nobody stupid.
Tracy, take your bird looking ass on somewhere and shut up.
Jennifer is not Mother Teresa. Jennifer should have stayed away from any cheating accusation and reads on people if that's what she got in her house.
Now she's walking up the steps, she acting all timid. She can't. I mean,
she started saying, "I can't even know if I'm gonna make it and cry."
Her legs don't work. She can't carry her purse. She looking all disheveled. Like
I want to know where her scooter is.
Where's your scooter?
Her nose is nosing, boy. Okay, so after Tracy and Marge, TKC says she just met Tracy. Come on, y'all. Yeah, but at that time when she made those comments, she had just met Marge.
Just met Marge.
So, I mean, come on now. Marge was just because Marge is out in the open with it and Tracy's hiding it. They don't change it. I mean, it shouldn't. I mean, I get it, but it really shouldn't. But not TKC is.
And the funniest thing is though, I think that what Jen did to Marge is even worse because I'm opening up to you and being vulnerable about stuff I did in my past, and then you go and use that same stuff against me. I think that's even worse.
I completely agree with that, and that is some foul shit. And there are people out there that has done that, and anyway.
That's why she got a garage door for a chin now.
Right. Oh,
it's more like one of them little dog flapper doors, like one of them little dog doors.
To go outside on your own.
Okay, so after Tracy and Marge, Dolores is basically she talks to Jen. Jen does not want to go over to where Marge and them at. She's avoiding her at all costs or whatever.
And now she's scared.
I guess she want to avoid her. That's
she's
fine.
the damn victim.
Right. So Dolores goes to Jen and lets her know that, listen, I was all team you. I thought what Marge did was wrong until I was told of the other things you said about me. And so, then Jen is just like, well, honestly, like basically she's questioning Dolores' loyalty to her. She feels like she's more of a friend to Marge or whatever, and basically says that Jackie confirmed or says that she is more of a friend to Marge than she is a friend to her. And so Dolores is all riled up. She bring Marge over there, and Marge is like, "Yeah, you are a better friend to me.
You're closer to me."
I'm like,
of course, Marge is like, gonna say that.
Marge is like, yeah. Then Dolores is like,
Dolores like,
I'm close to you both.
No, I'm close to you both, and then it's not looking that good for Dolores because honestly, like I like Dolores. She tries to play middle person, but I mean she knows that she's closer with Marge, and like it's clear. We watched the damn show,
and it's okay. She's known Marge longer too, so.
And I think that's what
I
feel like that's what they all were trying to say. She's known her longer, but by putting the we're closer or like better, it just made it more of drama.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was about to say. This is why I question Jackie's sincerity in being there for Jen, because it's like Jackie's really just stirring the pot, and because
it's like you didn't even have to say that.
Yeah, you didn't. She's causing more drama for Jennifer.
Yeah,
she's doing it on purpose.
She's slowly, like, she's slightly getting her lick back from all that shit Jennifer was doing. It's like, I got your back, but let me tell you what they saying about it.
Let me go ahead and break you down a little bit.
Yeah, that's she getting close to it so she could do it. It seems.
I feel like her and Marge are scheming to do that because Marge ain't even mad about her talking to Jennifer and stuff.
She's not.
She don't care.
They're in cahoots. It's a scheme set up by Jackie.
Probably set up by Evan. Honestly, Evan probably the real villain.
Yeah.
Evan said, "Oh, that hoe was calling around trying to get shit on me. Get her."
Yeah.
Very much so. And so with this, Jackie and Dolores are kind of going back and forth or whatever. Now, one thing Jen tried to say, I'm not trying to cause any mess. That's just what she told me. Like, oh, girl, you know what you're trying to do.
You know there's going to be some mess.
You're trying to get the heat off you because right now it's hot. But basically, Jackie is just talking to Dolores, and Jackie's like, listen. She's like, yeah, I did say that because I'm trying to basically protect her. I'm trying to be a better friend and protect anybody who's not trying to be a good friend to her from her, basically throwing her little shade, saying that at this point she's the person that's making sure she's good. And I'm like, well, Jackie, do you want a cookie? I mean, you're not really doing anything but having a conversation because you clearly just said last week that you're okay with what Marge did. So if you're okay with what Marge did, and that's her Jen, how do you feel like you're being a really good friend to her? But you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you protecting Dolores? Anybody? It doesn't make sense. Like Jackie, at this point, I'm like, yeah, she mustn't have nothing to eat because she clearly drunk. I'm like, you're not making no sense. So at this point, Dolores, I
don't even want to laugh at that, but
I mean, I'm just saying, Dolores is like back in the corner, and she's just like, you know what? I don't need to hear this. Heard that from this. Now we heard this same line before.
I love
Salt Lake City, but the reaction was different. And Jackie was like, "Hold on, what are you saying? Like, you don't be disrespectful. You're gonna respect me." She said, "What you gonna do about it?"
And she called her
"Don't call me a this."
She said it again.
And I'm like, Jackie, now, girl, you ain't ate. You're drunk. I think you need to get out the way because Black Dolores is about to power up.
Dolores walked right up on her. But how Dolores walked? Dolores walked up on Jackie and said, "Get out my face." But I'm like, Dolores, you walking up here.
You walking. But see, Dolores, she just had a breakup. So Miss Dolores,
she got a lot of frustration.
Yeah, she mad. So,
she's mad.
Yeah. Wrong road, Jackie. Wrong road.
Wrong road. Wrong person. Wrong housewife.
It became so like I mean, I get it. Like for someone to say this, that's sure. But then
Jackie should go argue with Tracy somewhere. That might be more her speed, Tracy, and that Tracy might get her too.
Yeah, I was kind of worried for her, not for the physicality of it, just the fact that I'm like, excuse me, be respectful to me. I'm like, no.
Jackie tried to get a little buck, but Dolores had went ahead and shut it right on down.
Yeah.
Side note, Dolores had looked the fuck good too.
She did.
Yes, she did.
She did look good. And that little confessional she had too. I don't know if I didn't see it before now, but she looked good in that confessional too.
Yeah.
And TKC, it's okay if Marge gets hers. I don't like Marge either.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's Jen's time. Okay, so whenever it's time for March, then we'll talk about it. That was a comment from earlier from AO. He said, "I like Dolores, but she was mad at the truth, and it was displaced anger. Jennifer is a shit starter. She threw Jackie under the bus. She's a friend to no one." I think that's very true. I do think Dolores, definitely, she knew she was wrong. She was upset, but I mean, she was mad at Jackie. But Jen definitely started the shit, and Jackie, they all got their own motives, I feel like, in this whole scene. And unfortunately, Dolores is on the bad end of it, but She coming out the corner. She trying to anyway.
I'm okay.
She came out of it.
She
came
came
right into it. What's up?
She got in someone else's corner.
Exactly.
What y'all think gonna happen? Because she was, the husbands were watching, and she was really like kind of rowdy. I don't know if I don't think she's gonna hit her, but
no, it looked like she was walking off at the end. That's why I was late, because I was watching it all the way because I started a little late. But she kind of walked off. I don't know if she's gonna go back, but yeah.
Nuska said Jackie was not playing. She did not back down. She didn't back down.
She didn't back down, but she
didn't back down. But
she was backing into that corner though, because
the
more
Dolores
walked up on Jackie, the further back Jackie went. But
yep.
She said what she said.
Come on, Jimmy said he was proud of Jackie. Ashley Elliott has the episode. Yeah, the episode just went off. It went off 40 minutes ago, and we are talking about it now. So, if you go watch the episode and come back and watch the replay of this too.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny,
and leave some comments and like it.
The other Danny says, "Can you show the clip?" I can't show the clip because then they would probably shut this page down for copyright. But I'm pretty sure if you go to like one of them Instagram pages, actually go to our Instagram page and I'll post it on there. But on here, they'll shut it down. Just go to the Lean blog on Instagram, and then I'll post it up there.
Yeah, we can't get this shut down. We need our checks.
Okay. He picked on him. I said Jackie was like, "Hit me. You and Frank will be living together soon." Oh, that is funny.
But Jackie, let me say this: Jackie ain't never backed down from anybody. From what I remember, Teresa had kind of shut her up a little bit last season, a couple of times though. But she has never really backed down from anyone since she's been on the show.
Yeah, well,
I like Jackie's not scary at all.
She's not.
No, I don't think she's scary. I just think she probably should be sometimes, but it's okay. You can be. Listen, I like somebody that
you got to be scared, Craig.
Right. That's a good question. I mean, it's not a part of the show, but who is your favorite housewife, Sammy?
Mine on here.
Ashley Elliott asked a question, so I was gonna go around the panel and see to answer the question. He said, "Who's your favorite housewife?"
With Jersey, is Teresa and Marge for me.
Okay.
For me, it's probably Teresa and Dolores.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa and Dolores for me too.
Okay. Marge.
But I do think Marge is good for the show.
Marge and her ponytail that pulled. No, I really like Marge.
Marge is great for the show, though.
That ponytail got to go in the Bravo Museum.
Yes, that ponytail
got to be in the case of
Bravo. They put it in the clubhouse.
If you want to go, if you're asking for over all franchises, it would definitely be Phaedra, which is what TKC just said.
Oh, over all franchises, for me, it's Lenithia Monique Johnson Leaks.
Yeah, Nene too.
Also known as
Nene. Mine is Lenithia too, and then Phaedra. Phaedra's my number two.
And Phaedra, I love Phaedra as well.
It's gonna be Candy for me.
You said
it's gonna be who, Sammy?
Candy Burris Tucker, the longest running housewife in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Anyway,
and still not an OG.
Hey. She got that OG money. Woo! Bravo paying that girl.
Ashley said Marge for me is the realest. The rest are all fake. You're right. Oh, Pink Diamond said Marge has a fish mouth. Now wait a minute.
She does have a trout mouth.
She do got a little.
Her mouth is so wide. It goes like so far out.
It's like the Simpsons.
And sometimes when she gets stuck, she's like,
she has a Simpsons mouth. She has Simpsons mouth.
When Danielle called her a trout mouth last season or whenever that was, I was like, she really does have a trout.
And what's your problem? Trout mouth? Just, I don't know.
It was hilarious.
The timing was perfect.
Perfect.
Even if Mark is your favorite, you had to laugh.
DKC. Nushka said none on Jersey so far. They all get on my nerves. Oh. Okay. Danny said, the other Danny said, my favorite is Brandy Granville. Oh. So are you gonna? So you should be ready for the ultimate. Well, I don't know if it's Ultimate Girlship 2, but the All Star season 2 should be coming like in the summer, and she's on that season. Oh, okay. Ashley says she is in Scotland, I believe I saw up there.
Okay, Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
she's from Scotland.
Yes, international viewers.
And Nushka is the Ultimate Housewife. Okay. I'm going to send the the link for a few calls because
that's true, Nushka.
We got to talk about because the episode was.
I
cool
know one thing: if Cocktails with Lisa is online and she ain't typing nothing, I'm gonna have a word for her.
She don't never be typing nothing. Oh, TKC then look, let me come to the screen. Okay, girl, let's finish the show. We done with the show.
I love TKC. He gets you together.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, Danny. It's gonna be. I'm excited for it. To Taylor, Phaedra. Only person I'm not excited for is Eva because I don't.
Eva. Yeah.
You know, and they haven't mentioned her at all. I was like, was she even really there?
She don't take no pictures of nobody. You see,
I feel like she's
in
the drama. I feel like she's I feel like she's definitely in the drama.
Oh,
because they said it's a lot of drama.
She just gonna forget what she said.
I read an article. They said they found every day they was in that house.
Yeah, Kenny said it was a lot going on.
It is a lot. So.
Well, I mean, they fought every day in season 1 too.
And I know Dorinda was drunk and just letting people have it.
And I know Brandy was cooking it up.
And you know Brandy was, Brandy gonna say what she got to say. She gonna make up.
And Tamara too.
These are all housewives that will speak up, really. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, honestly, Eva and Phaedra are like the more chill of all of them because between Taylor, she's unhinged, Brandy, ready.
Well, ain't Vicky on there too?
Vicky and Dorinda.
Gonna be a Jill Zarin,
and then Dorinda's house.
I actually just got excited all over again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Hopefully,
I'm rewatching the Ultimate Girl Trip. I'm rewatching that again.
Yeah,
as an Aaron Bravo.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming on Bravo now.
Today. I think it was today.
It comes right after New Jersey.
Yeah, if y'all watching Ultimate Girls Trip on the show, I mean on Bravo, we actually did our recaps for it when it came on Peacock.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Cynthia took her Ultimate Girls Trip attitude to Celebrity Big Brother.
Baby.
It's actually good.
And she took them braids with her too.
Oh my gosh, she did take them braids. Okay, I'm putting that first call on.
Okay, sorry, y'all.
She definitely took them braids. Hey, Demisio, welcome back to the league.
Hey, y'all. I'm laughing at y'all. Y'all hilarious, man. I want to start off by saying, okay, even though I am Team Jen when it comes to this her versus Marge thing, because I can't stand Marge, I do agree with y'all. Like, girl, like, stop doing all the extra ass shit when you come around these folks. Like, we get it, you upset, you mad, like, okay, but you don't have to be like I told y'all last time. She is petitioning for that daytime Emmy Award for Best Actress. I told y'all because the way she acted, honey. I agree with y'all now. I am Team Jen, but she is kind of getting on my nerve with that crybaby ass attitude. Like, girl, everybody have their turn. Just kind of get over it and move on so we can get Teresa versus Marge because I'm kind of sick of that shit now at this point. And I also have to say I did agree with what Tracy told Margaret. Like, girl, she does have a right to be mad now. Now she does, because if you even go back to when Jen first came on there, Marge started it with her with that damn, what did Marge say?
He's sleeping in even if he sleeps with his girlfriend or something like that.
No, it started because her marriage was, I guess if you want to say, arranged. So she had made like a comment about that. And that's what got it started when she said the thing about her mom being a cheater and her being a cheater. That's what started it. Her making a comment about the arranged marriage. I forgot exactly what she said, but she definitely said it in like a mean way. It wasn't like nice or like, she applauded it or something. So technically, Marge started with Jen. She started all this nonsense. So if you really want to be mad at anybody, this is all Margaret's fault for her being a messy, trout mouth bitch. Now, moving on to
allegedly
and Jackie.
Correct.
What you
said? Allegedly.
Oh, right, allegedly. Now, moving on to Dolores and them. Now, that whole little situation was just hilarious. Like, I don't even know who to be upset with because all of them like had a hand in there because Jackie started it all by telling Jen that in the first place when she really shouldn't have, especially if she's supposed to be friends with the other girls. It's like it looked like Jackie is really kind of seeming a little fake, like, because it's like she playing both of the sides. It's like she's trying to be cool with Jen, and I was like, I don't really know where she's going with it. Like, she's all over the place. Like, it's like, if you're gonna be cool with her, be cool with her, but don't throw shade. Even though I don't like them other bitches, don't throw shade. You know what I'm saying, on them to get an upper hand with her. It's just like I don't get what she's trying to do. Even though I do agree with Jackie, Dolores is not being a good friend. Because how you switch up that fast? Like you didn't even ask Jennifer, did she say it? What did she say? You just automatically believe what Margaret said. And I don't feel like that is cool, because if you're supposed to be cool with that person, you're supposed to at least give them the benefit of the doubt to ask. Like, well, did you say this? Or what exactly did you say? Like, I just feel like, well, that's just how I handle things. Like, if another one of my friends come and tell me something that another friend say, I'm just not going to automatically believe that friend, especially if they don't have any proof and they're just telling me something that was supposedly say. I'm going to go to that person like, did you say these things? Like, what did you say? I'm not just going to automatically jump ship. And that's exactly what Dolores did. So it's like, you really can't be mad at Jackie for doing it, because I mean, it was messy, but she told the truth. It's not like any lie was told here, you know.
Marge told the truth too, though.
I mean, she did, but that is not circumstantial to what is going on right now.
Yes, it is, because you just said that was one of the reasons. So Marge was still telling the truth, whether Dolores went and asked her or not. Marge was telling the truth to Demisio.
But she still should have gave her doubt, is what I'm saying.
What you're saying is that she should have been like tried to be instead of,
she should have gave her the benefit of the doubt.
So my thing is, she in that moment she did confirm that she was more so close with Marge, because we all have friends where we like, if my best friend tell me this,
I'm gonna believe it.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying about, didn't Margaret tell her that she was basically talking shit about her?
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, and she chose to believe it right then instead of going to confirm. And I was,
I think it was so easy to believe based off Jennifer's patterns. So Jennifer, she did herself a disservice here.
And it was so closely linked to what she was doing, and then by her confirming that she was looking up stuff for, it was just last week. Let's not forget that Jackie was going off on Jen. I mean, she was literally going off on her, pissed off. So it's interesting to see Jackie moving very weird, and I can't.
That's why I say I really know where Jackie's going with this whole thing.
I think she's gonna try to break Jen down even more, because now she's putting it in Jen's head. Yeah, these bitches don't really fuck with you, which is gonna make Jen cry some more.
I feel like now that Jackie's little storyline is over with Teresa, this is her only way to be relevant here, because technically the bitch is boring as hell.
Well, I also thought that Jackie at first was doing it because she was worried about how the edit would look, as far as her not sympathizing with somebody who just received a rumor that she received last season.
Well, so,
possibly.
That's what I thought it was. No, that's gone out the window now that she's stirring up the mess, though. I think
she fake keeping that girl close because she want Jen to stop going around looking for stuff on Evan. So if I can keep her and make her cool with me, she gonna leave me and my husband alone.
I agree with that. Because I still feel like it's a little bit of a story there, because every time it come up, she said, "Drop it, drop it."
She don't want to say nothing. We can move on. We don't got to talk about it. We're fine. Nah, bitch, you ain't fine, because you was pissed off with Teresa when she was saying it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I don't know. Jackie is moving, and I don't know which way she's going. She's losing me. I'm just like,
Jennifer don't know which way she's going either. She's just going.
But you know what? I'm waiting to see how all this comes around when Jen and Melissa get into it again, when they have the issue. I'm curious to see what happens
with Melissa. Like,
I bet you Jackie is gonna be related to that. I bet she's gonna be somewhere in between that,
but not necessarily.
She gonna cook it. Jackie gonna cook it.
Jen. So don't nobody really got to do nothing for Melissa to go off on Jen at all. And watch and see how they blame Jen for that whole situation, even though Melissa walked up on her. I bet you they turned all of that around on Jen, and she walked up on that girl.
I'm blaming it on Jen already.
All right, Demisio,
we know Jen for her work.
I'll let you go, right?
Okay.
Thank you, Demisio.
Bye, guys.
Now we put Demisio through the ringer.
Baby.
So you coming on here, get ready. We it's the ringer day. We ain't got much to talk about, so we ready to attack. All right, hey Lisa, what's going on?
What's up, girl?
Cool. What's up, my man? Cool.
Hey, boo.
Yes, how you doing, boo? Danny, what's up with you? You say you had a problem, boo. He gone.
He tried low budget. Go ahead.
He'll be back.
Okay then. But in the camera, let's get started. the kids, they get every white. You know, I'm like her, I'm like that niece, Teresa daughter said. I can sit here and say a lot, but I ain't fin to. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like you perfect. Yeah, my dad done did some stuff, but you done did some stuff too. Okay, so let's make that even. Okay, and we're gonna shut all this stuff down because I could say something, but I'm not. Okay, and that's the way they should handle that. And I not really did thank Louis for doing that. He brought the whole family together. He like, yeah, let's talk about this and let's do this. Okay, let's get this out the way because there's a lot more living, loving we got to do in the future now and in the future. Okay, so I like that about Louis. He seemed like he a cool dude. To me, he seemed like a cool dude. I don't know. But anyhow, let's get through with this. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I got to depend on somebody. Now this situation with Jackie couldn't save her job. Okay, she said she'll know where to say, "Look, I'm on the chopping block, so let me get some shit started this season." Okay, that was she coming from. She can't keep that paycheck going, okay, too. And like I already told you, I believe the rumors is true about Evan cheating. I believe Evan Howard went out there and got some more ass from somebody else on that. Don't nobody know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep that shit on the web, okay? And like I told you, I believe Margaret behind all this stuff, because you know Margaret told everybody that what's his name? Joe don't pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? Marge told you that, and I told y'all, man, Jackie is behind all this stuff. Marge behind all the she talks off the camera where the camera can't pick it up. Can't nobody go back and say smart. I don't like the bitch, but like she's smart as hell because she talks off camera. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you something else too. When it comes to Dolores, now Dolores did jump ship because you was liking her face. You was liking Jennifer face with Teresa. Ooh, yeah, you stood up for you did what you supposed to do. And then you heard this shit from Marjorie, and then Marjorie was like, dun 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 dun. Then you like, nah, I'm not fucking with her like no more. And I'm like this right here. I am like this right. This is what I'm saying about my girl Jennifer. Jennifer thought that damn fucking crying. Stand up to that bitch. I'm tired. You better be like Tattack motherfucking Candace around there, motherfucker. Okay. Tell them, say, yeah, this my husband. You don't worry about my husband. You need to worry about your husband. Okay. Don't y'all worry. I'm like I'm you and Bill did the night, honey. He was like, I ain't finna go fuck them motherfuckers over there. I'm finna get over here, honey. So he go drink his shit. He said, I don't fuck with them folks over there. He said, I'm coming to have a good time. You see, they had to come all the way here. Joe Good guy, he said to come over there. Joe Good, whatever his damn name is, had to come over here. You know what I'm saying? You and your wife like to start a mess. You and your wife like to start a mess. And like Jen always said, Melissa always got something to say. And when somebody come hard at her and her husband, she want to get all mad and upset. You can't do that, boo. You can't do that. You got to take it. If you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it, baby. Okay. And I'm like it, baby. And I like I said, I don't know like Jack and no way, but I'm like the Lord. I wish the Lord just hit her in her face and go and get her by bees. You know what I'm saying? Because see, you mess with the wrong girl, honey. You mess with Black Dolores, honey. Are you okay? And Black Dolores look
That's
like she wants to
true.
with somebody ass. You know what I'm saying?
She
So,
do.
but also too now the Lord need to watch out because you know what I'm saying. The Jack is the Lord. Okay, you want to get no lawsuit on your ass. You can't pay for it. Okay, and that's it, baby. And that's it. And that Danny, what you said, baby? I heard you say something about me, baby. What's wrong, boy?
Yeah,
Let's talk about it, baby. What's going on?
I said I never know you here till you come on. I always be looking to see you typing. I'll never see nothing.
Oh, baby.
What he's saying is we want to see you in the chat
Because I don't
too.
have to get
Yeah.
my sentence. Well, by the time I get to type and get my words, and y'all done moved on somewhere else. See, I ain't that
So
calculating
you
no
said we
way like
moving
that.
too
Okay,
fast.
I can move my mouth all day long. I just
I actually look
yeah.
forward to seeing you,
Well,
so
you
I like to
can. I
get
mean,
ahead.
it's not you, it's
I
really
like
me.
seeing you. I like
It's
seeing
really me.
you. So I like a little heads up that you're gonna be here. That's all.
Okay,
I like
baby.
seeing
I
you.
We know
love you
Lisa
too,
gonna be
baby.
here.
I love you too.
We love
I'm
seeing
gonna be there for sometimes, y'all be you know what I'm saying? I love
Oh,
everybody. Y'all know my name is Lover, but Lisa love unless you piss me off. Unless you piss me off, baby, you on the other side of me.
Okay.
Well,
You don't
I
want to see
never
this
want to
side
see
of me
nothing but the
other
lovable
bitch
Lisa.
come out.
Well, we
I
don't.
just
We
want to
want
see
to see
lovable
lovable
Lisa,
Lisa,
not
I want
not
to see
bad
lovable
Lisa.
Lisa.
Okay, Lisa, you want to you all right?
I love you, darling. Love y'all.
All right, you
Okay,
have a good night.
See
Bye,
you next
Lisa.
week. Lisa pulled
Okay.
up, baby.
Always.
The other Danny is ready for Ultimate Girls Trip 2. Me too. But like I
I
said,
am
you
too.
can actually watch season 1. Season 1 aired on Bravo today. I don't know if I think they're doing it week by week.
It started
It's
last
only-
week, I think.
Last week?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
started
last week. Okay. So yeah, you can watch episode 1 and 2 right now, or you can get Peacock and watch it all. It's up to you. We already recapped it. Check out our reviews. It was some really good show too. And Ultimate Girls Trip 2. I think it said May, like May or sometime in the summer is when it comes on. But it's already shot, it's done. They're doing confessionals right now over the last few weeks, so it's be good.
Oh, is that why Phaedra been all of doing these photo shoots?
But I have seen her photo shoots. And Demesia, yes, we are very excited for Beverly Hills because I don't know what's going on. It's so much going on Beverly Hills.
I don't know what's going on. That's making me excited.
It's like I
don't
know this stuff is happening, but I don't know what's going on.
But what is happening?
Right, and so I'm excited. Atlanta, I'm curious to see what happens. I mean, they, Candy Bears, Sammy's favorite, love to say the show gonna be good, but we ain't seen that happen in
You
like
say that
years.
every season.
She's supposed to.
You're right.
Stop lying. Nene wouldn't lie. Nene would say, "Child, I was born as hell."
But make sure you watch.
Right, just make sure you watch.
Because the doll wasn't boring.
Right, but we'll see. But I'm excited for those, and then
yeah,
I'm actually also excited for Married to Medicine this season too.
I am as well.
I'm ready for what's coming.
I'm excited for all three of those: Beverly Hills, Atlanta, and Married to Medicine.
Yeah. I've never not been excited for Married to Medicine to come on. I'm always ready for that show.
Yeah. Okay, come on, WCL Team Candy. Y'all better be Team Candy. And TKC, it's so funny. You got TKC say they saying your girl fired. Y'all keep reading this stuff like y'all want to. That's all I'm gonna say. And on that note, I'm gonna lean out. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Thank you, Sammy.
Not you under gag order.
Thank you, Sammy and Antonio. Y'all be sure to like this video and check out last week's review. Ladies Who List this week, Drag Race videos are up, and then Real Housewives of Miami is Thursday, and Salt Lake City will be back with the finale. Thank God, next Monday we'll be back for that too. So,
Cortez, you think Larsa
we've been
checking on
recapping Salt
Kanye?
Lake City for 2 damn years.
I know you said what, Danny?
You think Larsa checked on her friend Kanye recently?
I don't know what's going on. Kanye. I'm surprised he ain't came out and said some stuff, child.
He tweeted her name. He said Larsa.
Well, I know. I'm like,
We'll say that for Thursday. Let's do it Thursday.
Somebody sent that video, and I'm excited for Basketball Wives too. I do want to see what this season gives.
Yeah, me too. Because I haven't heard a whole lot about it either. So yeah,
they confirmed Jennifer was already filming. They said she was doing her confessionals and stuff. Already.
They've been filming for a long time.
Yeah, Jennifer, Malaysia,
Brandy's back.
Brandy,
DJ Duffy's back. And
what's the other girl that was
Brooke? Brooke is around. British is around.
Is Jackie back?
Jackie's
Jackie gonna be there.
That's the only reason I would want to watch.
The Queen. Okay.
Right.
She's the only thing worth watching. Brandy, Malaysia, all of them can go. Throw a basketball.
All right, y'all. We're going to lean out. Thank y'all for leaning in tonight. Like the video, subscribe, and comment. Let us know what you thought in the comments of this video, and we'll see y'all next time. All right. Good night.
Peace.